Since the beginning, we have had the competition show, which has always been what the artists choose to enter into our, the paintings that can get awards. The Academy has been important since the very beginning because it is an accredited museum, and and especially in the beginning, I think that there was this sense that plein air painting was for retired grandmas, or that it was not
Right.
serious.
Right.
Yeah, and there certainly are plenty of grandmas and grandpas and all sorts of
serious
people
artists.
who are out there exploring their creativity. Like, that's a real thing. And there's some very serious artists that are also doing this. My job is to build an environment around the artwork that shows it for what it is. One that was just obvious to me, like, this is where this artwork should be shown.
Right. Al and I have collaborated to sort of leverage new kinds of spaces in the museum to be able to showcase on the same museum quality level,
Right.
But without interfering with some exhibitions that are currently on view that frankly needed to stay up. We received some incredible grant funding to be able to have the Richard Estes exhibition up, but one of the factors of that is it had to stay up for X amount of time, and therefore we were not able to offer that gallery space, which really initially I think posed a real challenge for both of us, and we had to really scratch our heads and sit down and say, how are we still want to do this, how do we move forward, and how do we make it bigger and better and build together?
Yeah, Charlotte and I have really explored is, can we achieve really high quality and move into spaces that were not originally designed to show artwork?
So the solution is, although our regular galleries, Letterer and Healy, are unavailable this year due to exhibition constraints, we are leveraging our atrium space, which is one of our new beautiful lobby spaces. Right now there's huge windows right there. So really there was not very much wall space to hang anything. So the Avalon was able to secure Mila walls, which are museum quality mobile walls that we're able to put in to basically build out all of that glass, becomes yet another space to feature artwork. We already have track lighting there that's perfect. And then in the PA room, we didn't have great track lighting, frankly. And Al generously was like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get some custom track lighting that's going to transform this sort of multi-purpose space into a true museum gallery space.
One of the things that I've learned over the years is that the only way that you can add cost to a noun more than putting the word marine in front of it is putting the word museum in front of it.
These are very custom German-made walls that are 8 feet tall. They're like, modular.
Well, they're metric,
they're metric.
More.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
like, a meter wide.
Right.
And they're really specific. I've used them in a lot of different organizations in the past. They're really like the top tier. So they come at quite the cost. And it was a huge investment for the Avalon. And it's really, I think, something that's going to hopefully long-term serve our whole community, because these smaller walls will be great, I think, for many purposes.
As we started exploring this, one goal was we want to make sure that we're presenting Plein Air Easton at a really high level, because, one of our 3 sort of guiding principles is the quality of everything matters. It is that building the environment around the work that shows it for what it actually is. So that's a core piece for us, but also as we started talking about it, we realized that coming up with that solution was actually very much capacity building for the Academy. Suddenly spaces that they haven't really thought of as being appropriate for showing artwork become available.
Yes.
And that means more things could happen.
Do you have an opening ceremony?
Yeah, so actually that was sort of my closing piece, was our collector's preview party is a ticketed event, and it is certainly the big moment for Plein Air Easton. It's when the public who buys tickets gets to see the work for the first time. Those ticket prices apply to purchases, so you can scheme your way through all that. But it's also when the judge this year, Peter Trippi, who's the editor for Fine Art Connoisseur magazine and a fantastic person, it will be here to judge the show. And so this is a change moment. And yeah, we have collectively put a lot of work into making sure that it is something that has really enduring value, not just for Plein Air Easton, but generally. And yeah, the moment that matters the most in terms of this, like, will this work? Is that moment, which is the collector's preview party. And it really comes down to our arts community coming out and and celebrating with us and participating then.
When is that?
That is the 18th of July.